Hey you guys, welcome to this week's reading. In direct contrast to last week's, I am organized, 10 on the clock. Yeah, whatever cycle that was last week closed out, or maybe is in the process of closing out. I'm hearing transition period, and I'm seeing Phoenix rising energy. The moon is in Pisces today, so it should be a good reading. The weather is fall-like, and so I'm wearing these earrings that are very summer. And actually, a friend of mine from like grade school, grade 1 to grade 4, made these, and yeah, it makes me feel fulfilled. Anyway, archangels, God, archangels, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, please guide this reading. Please let me be a clear channel for your divine love, wisdom, and guidance. For the viewer, for the spirit, and mantra. Beautiful. I am safe. I am safe. Yes, you are. We're gonna start with, oh, I love when that happens. I split the deck, and 1, 2, 3 on the clock. It's the shaman from last week's reading. Archetype for the viewer, for the spirit. Woo! What the heck? In reverse though, scary, but I'm safe. Am I? The destroyer on the bottom. Okay, this is really giving me, so it's the castle and the maiden, and they're very clearly in reverse. This feels, okay. One, it feels like I shared my recurring nightmare of like wolves coming into my house. That's what this feels like. It feels like vulnerable energy outside of a safe place. But then the second message I got was, it's a song by Caleb Gordon. It's his new song, actually. I just listened to it, but so I don't remember the title. I'll leave it down below if I remember. But it's like, I'm always safe in your presence. I'll always, something like that. I'm always safe in your presence. Or I could always, yeah, I always feel safe. It's talking about God, basically. So your faith could be tested at this time. This top card is kind of, okay, the medallion in reverse. And I'm getting false idol energy. It's making me think of being on a mission, moving towards something, maybe something, I'm hearing luring you out of your home. This is number 8, which is making me think of the strength card with the maiden, and the castle is 63, which is 9. 8, 9, and now I'm getting 8 as in like ATE. But yeah, it's this, it feels like, yeah, I'm hearing trials and tribulations. It feels like the only way you know you're strong or you know you're safe is if it's tested. Wow, Ace of Swords. So truth energy, there could be some communication coming in. You could be asked to express yourself, and I'm seeing the mountains here too. Whoa, 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. 4, 3, 4, no, sorry, 3, 4, 3 on the clock. The mountains, that's what those are. I don't know if you can tell on the bottom there, which makes me, it's making me think of altitude. It's making me think high pressure situations. And it does take confidence in order to express yourself, in order to have enough energy, enough momentum to move the energy up into the upper chakras, and then for it to, just got an email, for it to be able to come out. So yeah, this could be you, this could be someone else communicating something to you. This could just be confirmation that I'm talking the truth. I forget what I was saying even. For the viewer, please, Spirit, what energies are coming in? And there's an energy of organization and clarity, cleanliness. I even want to say like sterility as well. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords. The Nine of Swords is Mars in Gemini, and we do still have Mars in Gemini currently, meaning we're all kind of steeping in this energy of anxiety. But I didn't see this Nine of Swords immediately. It was kind of hiding behind the Queen of Pentacles, and this is giving me, oh dang, another song that I don't know the title of, but I will find it and post it below. But it's like talking about basically a well put together woman not recognizing the pain she's in because she's hiding it. Dang, I want to tilt this down. I'm going to, because I feel like there's so much space above my head that's not necessary. What is this? Give it a little ding. Ooh, that feels good. But yeah, the Queen of Pentacles is earth energy. It's very grounded. And I'm hearing something about momentum. And the more gravity or the more weight you have, the more mass you have, the more momentum you can build when going downhill, which can be negative, but it can also meaning like you can feel bad really quick. But it also means that you can get up steep precipices with less effort because of the momentum you gained. So it's like this energy. I'm hearing interval training as well. It's like this energy of don't resist the fall. Oh gosh, I'm getting so many songs that I don't know the names of, which feels significant. It's like, yeah, it's new energy. And that's what the Ace of Swords is. Interesting too, the Ace and the Nine of Swords. On either side of this earth energy, we've got a bunny here and a ram, which feels like very fertile energy, but also like maybe being hard-headed or stubborn. Her third eye is open in this Queen of Pentacles card as well. And this is also magician coded because she's holding a wand as well as a pentacle. And then she's got the Ace of Swords here. So all that's missing is all that water we had last week, which is, you know, yeah, so there could be some like sacral chakra imbalances or just like these kind of extreme shifting from like excessive to closed. And we will get a channel message from that book. That's making me think we should do that. The same book we used last week, Eastern Body, Western Mind. Let's see, for the viewer, please, Spirit. Ooh, now we have fire coming in. This feels like a forest fire, honestly. This feels like hazardous, all of this air and earth, and then fire coming in. It's, yeah, it's giving me kindling energy. It's giving me like, oh man, I wanted to say Tinder. I'm triggered. Oh, let it go. It just feels, yeah, I'm like threatening. It doesn't mean that it is though. Okay, let's get clarification on this. What's this Ace of Swords? What is the truth here for the viewer? What is the truth? Now I'm curious. We have the Three of Pentacles and Reclamation, which is the Devil. So we have Capricorn energy. These are both Capricorn energies actually, because the Three of Pentacles is Capricorn Mars, which feels supportive to this Nine of Swords energy, because the Nine of Swords, like I was saying, is Gemini Mars, which is kind of like fast moving, not kind of, it is fast moving. It's anxiety inducing. It's like breaking down, disseminating, and pulling things apart. And I'm hearing uncovering vices, where the Three of Pentacles is like eating nourishing foods and building partnership and working together. And then, oh, the wind is really picking up. Ooh, stuff's getting blown around. There was just a really big gust there. So yeah, there could be, and this, yeah, oh, interesting. It could be like, it's like, everyone's got wands in this. All the like people, the High Priestess doesn't though. But she's also got a wand in this reclamation card. But what was coming through is like, it could be when you receive blessings, like old trauma gets triggered up. And that's what I meant, yeah, when I said like the Eight of Wands triggered me, because it's like, this is Mercury, Sagittarius Mercury. So it's like fast communication, and it can be impulsive, and it can be change, it can be sudden shifts, but it doesn't mean, and it could make you feel unstable, it could make you feel unsafe, but it doesn't mean that you are. And it's just making me flash back to the I am safe mantra with the maiden and the castle. It might not be that you're unsafe, but you might be outside of your comfort zone. You might be evolving past previous limitations. And there could be something here with your masculine energy too, of course, because we have 2 Mars placements, and Mars is masculine energy. And that just made me hot all over. And then the Ace of Wands, and it was 11:38 on the clock, which is 11:11. So yeah, you could be really downloading your masculine energy. It could be awakening desires within you. You could be getting in touch with another version of yourself, another aspect of yourself. Lots of new energy, which can feel scary, but also very exciting. But I want to say that again, that like when your blessings come in, you really need to use your discernment, because it can trigger up old trauma, old wounds. And so it can start to mess with your intuition, because it's like, am I feeling an intuitive nudge that there's something wrong? Or is my subconscious recognizing, I've been here before, I've been in a situation where I felt similarly, even positively, but then, you know, it led to a negative situation. I'm having trouble spitting that out. I hope it's coming across. Basically, it might feel bad, it doesn't mean it's bad, is what I'm trying to say. And it's reminding me too that I was teaching yesterday, and I'm just seeing the chipmunk. And it was really windy, it was really cold, and that kind of weather can make the horses nervous. And so I wanted to make the lesson, and the previous lesson the student had was a little bit unsuccessful. And so I was really determined to make it a successful lesson and keep the horse calm. And so I just made it really simple. And that's almost so simple that it's not magic, but trust me, it is. It really is. And that's kind of what I mean with coming in with this controlled energy today. It's like, yeah, control without attachment, or maybe control allows that. With the Six of Wands, which is the energy of victory and success. This is, ooh, I forget. This is a Leo placement though, I believe. It's not Mars in Leo, is it? No, that's Seven of Wands. Could be Saturn in Leo. Ooh, that's interesting that I forget that. And by interesting, I mean irritating. Interesting though that it's coming out underneath the Nine of Swords. I just heard there's success in the depression. And it's reminding me of this channeled message I got. I can't remember it exactly, but it was to the effect of, like, in releasing your addictions, you're going to experience more pain. And that's the pain that like makes you real, like Pinocchio becoming a real boy. It's like, I can still move this down more. I'm going to. And what does this mean when I move the angle down, the camera down? It's like shadow work. It's like looking beneath the surface. It's this reclamation energy. There could be a need to communicate and like build healthy relationships, healthy partnerships, cooperation. I can't remember if I finished my previous sentence. Apologies if I didn't. I can't even remember what I was trying to say. Oh, what the heck? Did I just shuffle the Six of Wands back into the deck? Whoops. I don't know where it went. What the heck? I'll have to watch it back, see what I did. We have the Two of Cups now. But again, there's that energy. Yeah, it's like, yeah, there's success in your depression. It's like letting the pain in allows you to evolve, and this idea that these addiction cycles can keep us stuck. They keep us seemingly safe, but stuck. And it's like, I'm realizing like sobriety is the way crazier option. Like there's this desire, you know, to smoke weed or to drink alcohol as a means of letting go of control, but it's actually just the opposite. Like you're forcing, yeah, I guess you're forcing a certain, like, I want to be relaxed now. I want to feel good now. I want to stop worrying now. And it's like, okay, then do that. Like, instead of feeling like you need to ingest something to force that change, it's like, that's really kind of controlling. You know, it's like learning how to experience life as it is, learning how to allow all experiences to come up through you without attaching to them. There's the universe, which is the world, that energy of cycles ending. And the Eight of Wands can be an energy of overwhelm as well. We have the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom, 8-8, and Saturn is the, I want to say Saturn is the ruler of the universe. I don't know why I want to say that, but maybe Saturn is linked. I guess because it's the end of, it's closing cycles. And it's also beginning new ones. I've never noticed, I've always seen these flowers in the back, but I've never noticed these finer details of the card. There's like all these little tiny, beautiful little flowers in the front. And yeah, it's not so much like you've never been here before, because life is moving always like in a cycle. So we're just kind of, it's a spiral. Oh, and that's making me think of like how the Milky Way is a spiral galaxy, and it's making me think of fractals. And so it's like there's no part of your experience that is insignificant, because we're all connected. And so yeah, it's like whatever you're ending, it's like ending addictions in your life. Also, I'm seeing like receptors, they're closing off. Like you're no longer open to certain connections because there's like an incompatibility. There's no, it's like if you go to Europe, you need to get different plugs to match the outlets. And so there's like an upgrade energy here, and that's what this Ace of Swords and Ace of Wands is. And these are both masculine energies once again. Ooh, there's something here with the Castle and the Maiden. Like these are both almost begging for protection. And it's like there's like a white knight that's needed. And there's something there about like maybe fantasizing that you're going to find a savior, and then realizing that you are your own savior. The Two of Cups, relationships could definitely be producing anxiety at this time. There could definitely be relationship trauma, past relationship trauma being triggered up, and specifically like anxiety, anxious feelings being brought to the surface. Maybe sleepless nights and overthinking. And I'm seeing the moon in the background here like that. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a Cancer Mercury too. Even in my Vedic chart, I'm a Cancer moon. So I am tied inextricably to the moon. And this was an Aquarius, a blue moon and a full moon in Aquarius. And wow, like massive positive change, but also a really good look at how vulnerable I still am. And that's kind of what happens when you upgrade. You have to begin again and be not good at something, you know, like taking the first step is not the same as taking the last, I guess. You're changed by each forward step you take. It feels like too, you're like speeding towards the end of a cycle with the Eight of Wands and the universe. This is the final major arcana. And that's why she's magician coded as well too, because the end is the beginning. And it's also like with the Devil card here and the Three of Pentacles, there could definitely be these lower vibrational energies, these devil energies, your own shadow, your own fears, your own addictions, as well as previous codependent relationships or energies like tugging on you, like tugging on your heartstrings even, and trying to pull you back down, trying to keep you from your ascension, because your ascending, oh my gosh, I heard your ascending is their ending. It's like there's no more room for them in your new storyline, in your new timeline. And it's like while you walk away, you become so much more attractive to them. And it's like they couldn't even, I'm hearing something about like they couldn't even feel your victory until it's like the empty space was there. Like they couldn't appreciate the effect you had on their life until you weren't there anymore. And with the Queen of Pentacles, I was just looking at the Queen of Pentacles, we just got the Virgo card. I was getting Virgo energy. I think I mentioned clean and organized, and that is that Virgo energy. And this is, Virgo is ruled by Mercury. I've never looked at this constellation before. It is far more complex than I would have thought. And I thought this was going to be the Scorpio card at first, which is making me think of how Scorpio and Virgo are both like sacral energies, but where Scorpio is ruled by Mars and Pluto, Mercury rules Virgo, which is the mind. So it's something about a mind-body, like forming a your mind-body connection, which is integration, which is wholeness, which is peace, which is love. Maybe through breath work and yoga, or some sort of like changing daily routines and habits, because Virgo rules the 6th house, which is that. daily routines and habits, as well as small animals. And it's, oh, interesting too, it's like, as I shift the camera angle down, you can see more of the good stuff, like what I want you to see, but you can also see more of what I don't want you to see. And it's not that I don't want you to see it because it's bad, it's just, one sec. It's just, I didn't realize, yeah, it's like vulnerability in relationship. You might inadvertently give someone a better view of yourself than you have of yourself. And then in doing so, they present the mirror of who you are. And then it's your job to not get triggered by that and push them away. Yeah, that's what all relationship is. Okay, we have square, 90-degree angle. It's resistance, struggle, obstacles, experience, effort, learning, conflict, obsession, problems. So this is about, I'm trying to think of what would be square to Virgo. This is really good for my spatial awareness because, so it's got to be, so Pisces is directly across from Virgo, right? Yes, so that would be 180. So then it's another mutable sign. So it's either Sagittarius or, what's the other mutable one? Gemini. Interesting. Yeah, it's giving me the energy of like two overthinkers butting heads or like bouncing off of each other. It's like this energy of like, I don't understand you. And it's like, because you are me. And it's like, see how this is creating like two separate circles, but the circles are identical. Yeah. I feel like maybe one more card. I don't really want another one though. Interesting. The bottom is new moon, new beginnings, planting seeds, setting intentions, blank page. And it's giving me the energy of like, we need contrast, we need pain, we need, I don't want that in order to know what we do want. I'm so curious what the Maiden and the Castle, like what the book will say. We got number 77, which reduces to 14, which is the Temperance card, which is about patience, and we just, as well as moderation. And then it was 28 on the clock. 2 and 8 are the numbers of Saturn. Saturn is the king of patience. It's like, wait, not right now. You have to earn your success. You have to earn your reward. 7 is also the number of the crown chakra, so it feels like the energy of disconnecting your mind from the power and of manipulation and ego, and instead like attuning to a higher vibration, a higher frequency, attuning to source, attuning to spirituality. But again, it's like first, like cleaning up the dirt, cleaning up the debris in order to make room for spirit. Making sure that you are safe, like I am safe. In speaking that into reality, you then will be guided to take the actions to actually secure your safety. Till last week we were locking the doors, last week we were closing the doors, now we're locking them. Now we're throwing away the key. Now we're maybe putting new hinges and new doors on new frames. This card wants to come out. Number 21, so just like the universe, the world card, and it's protection and lioness. The card itself kind of makes me cringe. A lot of these cards make me cringe, but the message is perfect. Not only that it's the strength energy with the lion, which was coming out right away with that number 8. Ooh, we have 888. No, we don't. Yes, we do. Well, 8 was on the bottom of the deck. Also, the fact that it's protection, and I'm talking about locking the doors, and then she's also holding an ankh, which is that symbol of union, which I was talking about before. I'm crossing my legs a lot, which means I just popped my sternum. My sacrum is probably a little bit imbalanced, which is what we were talking about before. And that's reminding me of that 2 of Cups energy. Balancing that sacral chakra, balancing the sexual energy in a connection could be important too. And that could be also the source of anxiety. It's like when you share sexual energy with a person, and when you experience like physical union, you have to transmute their energy as well, potentially, which is more of that Temperance energy, that Sagittarius energy. Ooh, travel. Yeah. Keeping things light. I learned this week too, like I got triggered and I went for a run and it was like so healing. So yeah, just sometimes you need to go for a run. Sometimes you just need to close your eyes and breathe in through the left nostril if you need to calm down. Yeah. And that's what makes me feel safe, is like knowing that I have tools to bring myself back down to a place where I am in control, where I can create safety, where, I heard where I can experience sobriety. Finally. Ooh, we haven't got this card in a while. I don't even know what it is, but it's tapas, which makes me think of, isn't that the same word for like when you go to a restaurant and they give you like little tiny portions, which also feels like Sagittarius energy? And pitta. Ooh, yeah, we're getting so strong, because pitta is the dosha that is it's like it goes with a certain body shape, like endomorph is coming to mind. I could be mixing that up though. Yeah, because I've learned, and I think endomorph might be the chubby people. Anyway, pitta is like, basically you put muscle on really easily. So it's, again, I am strong. Wow. And then we have Atman, which I also don't get very often. And then this one, which I do get, Bhuvaneshwari, which I think is something about water. Okay, last card, White Light Oracle, and then we'll read these all from the book. But this feels like, yeah, both of these images are similar, like eyes closed and hands clasped together. This feels like finding the 2 of Cups within yourself, like finding a healthy, healing relationship and partnership within yourself. I'm just trying to see if this is a raven or a, what's it called? A turkey vulture, but now it's behind the tree line. And there's moons on this Bhuvaneshwari card. It's like honoring your emotional world. Feeling safe to feel your feelings within yourself. It's also like feeling safe enough to let the maiden out of the castle, like the maiden as like the most vulnerable aspect of yourself, as the least experienced feminine wisdom, that she does have a strength within her, and that she doesn't need, I don't know if that's true. It's scary to say that. It's like she doesn't need protection. If she can operate, it's like spirit doesn't need protection. It's always safe. It's our bodies that can be harmed. And it's this energy current of, it's like with my students, I provide them with so much information that they know exactly what to do with every part of their body. If they're available, like if they can receive that much information, it's all there for them. But I'm also beginning to recognize the wisdom of providing less so as to allow for more direct experience and learning through experience as opposed to learning through coaching. And it depends on the student, what they need, what they benefit from, and when. Because of course, there's parts of the journey where we need to be told, and there's parts where we need to find out for ourselves. And this square with resistance is making me think of resistance training now with Pitta coming out. Yeah, Saturn is strong here. And Saturn is about building boundaries. And working with Saturn allows you to be blessed by Jupiter in due time. Number 11, Sacred Scar. Okay, I think we're gonna start with the blind spot because that always hits the hardest. So let's get the pain over with, you know, and let's digest it. I have to say last week's blind spot was very helpful after the fact, like that reacting versus responding. I was definitely doing some reacting over the weekend. And yeah, you only get into that, or for me, when you're overwhelmed, when there's just like a lot of stuff going on, or if you're upset. Okay, this one's called upset. I'll show you it, but I don't know if this means anything to you. It doesn't mean much to me, but I do like the complexity of this one. And once again, I like the little details on the top there. Is Saturn about details? Virgo definitely is, but is Saturn? I don't think Saturn's about details. I think that's Mercury energy. So I wonder if Mercury and Saturn, ooh, there's something in that, the relationship between Mercury and, oh, it makes me want to sneeze. Whoa. Yeah. And Saturn is Capricorn. Capricorn rules the knees. Mercury is the throat. Or rather, Gemini is the throat. Or is that Taurus? I know it's either throat or neck. I think Taurus might be throat or neck. But there's something there, like the knees are about moving forward in life. The throat is about honest expression. And it's giving me that Hilary Duff song, I'm breaking free. Is that Hilary Duff? Soaring, flying. That's High School Musical. Oh, but that's the energy. There's something about, yeah, like riding the waves. And high school is so awkward because I'm getting something about combination. Ooh, the combination on your locker. There's like, yeah, there's something that needs to be specific. You need to be accurate. Otherwise, you're going to have to go back and do it again. It's something about like going forward, going back, and then going forward again. And we are in Mercury retrograde. So there's things that are being like revised, renewed. Okay. I think I'm also kind of stalling reading this upset because I don't want to be upset. I don't want to face it. Okay, let's do it. We'll do it together. Yeah, that's the way through. Okay. If you have drawn this sigil, you do not have real clarity about why you are upset. Facts. You may even be denying that you are upset when you most definitely are. Improvement in this situation will happen once you can admit to the fact that you are upset, and clearly understand why. Upset is your internal guidance system telling you that in this moment, an aspect of your life is out of alignment with what you desire. Ace of Wands. And maybe Ace of Wands underneath Queen of Pentacles is like, maybe you desire to be financially fulfilled. Maybe you desire to have like certain physical things. Like maybe you want your body a certain way, or you want to like eat a certain food. These are all earthly, and also with the devil, he also rules that kind of energy as well. Maybe there's a certain like article of clothing you want. I feel like I'm still not getting it. There's something there that I'm not getting, and I'm seeing an eye, and it's making me think of like beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Okay. Upset is your internal guidance system telling you that in this moment, an aspect of your life is out of alignment with what you desire. If your emotions were a compass, an upset is your compass alerting you that you have moved off a due north course. When you feel upset, it is critical to know that you cannot control this emotional upset once it has occurred. You can only respond to it. It is how you respond to an upset that makes the difference between going further off your course or back onto it. When we do not use an upset to alert us to awaken or to become fully aware, we tend to immediately, unconsciously react to a situation at hand. For example, we slam doors or smoke a cigarette or yell at people or take an action that we feel gives us power over someone else. This reaction is a resistance to what is happening, and so it only serves to make matters worse. If you rearrange the order of the conjunct words that make the word upset, you will arrive at an interesting truth. Oh, an upset is in fact a setup. It is a setup on behalf of the universe at large to make you completely aware of something you are currently unaware of. You are being set up to awaken. You are being set up to integrate what is unintegrated or heal what is unhealed within you. Because it is a setup, acknowledge that this is not the universe working against you. This is the universe offering you an opportunity. Because the universe is alerting you to an opportunity to awaken, you can treat an upset like an alarm clock going off, a red flag popping up, or a meditation bell. Let the discomfort of the upset snap you awake and bring all of your focus to the present moment, so that all of your conscious attention can be placed at the situation at hand, on the situation at hand. Approach the upset with an attitude that you are being called to become aware of something in that moment. You must address each upset with the awareness that the upset is valid. It isn't a matter of whether it is right or wrong to feel that way, so let yourself feel your feelings completely without suppressing them or trying to force them to go away. Look at the recipe of an upset to isolate the actual ingredient that is causing the issue. There are three main ingredients that create the recipe of upset. 1, an intention or desire that is opposed or prevented. 2, an expectation that has been unfulfilled. 3, an unsuccessful communication. Each upset is comprised of one or all of these ingredients. We need to learn this in school. And all of these ingredients revolve around the fact that we think something should be a certain way and it isn't. An example of an intention that is opposed or prevented is, I intend to get to work by 8 o'clock, but the traffic jam opposed that desire and prevented me from getting to work on time. Opposed or prevented intentions and desires cause us to feel emotions like hatred, rage, anger, or if you are feeling especially powerless, feelings of helplessness, hopelessness, and despair. An example of an expectation that is unfulfilled is, I expect that my husband keeps me emotionally safe, but he told me something negative that someone else said about me, and it caused me to feel bad. Keep in mind that expectations can be highly unconscious and can give rise to feelings of disappointment, sorrow, and grief. An example of an unsuccessful communication is, I wanted to explain myself to my best friend, but all she did was hang up the phone when I called. Unsuccessful communication is a two-way street. It can be about us communicating to them or them communicating to us. Perhaps we failed to be able to communicate with the other person because of the way we worded something, or maybe they were simply not open to communication. Perhaps you withheld some authentic truth from them, or they withheld some authentic truth from you. When we experience unsuccessful communication, we may feel abused, like we failed, stuck, trapped, rejected, and violated. When we feel an upset, we need to make ourselves aware of what intention or desire is being opposed, what expectation is going unfulfilled, and or what needs to be communicated that is not being successfully communicated. We need to find a way to communicate directly with ourselves and with the people we are in conflict with about these deep roots of the upset, so we are no longer dealing with the surface of things. In other words, if my husband leaves his socks on the floor, my anger is not about the socks being on the floor. My anger could be about the fact I expect him to respect me instead of take me for granted. And when he leaves his socks on the floor so I can pick them up, he is failing to meet my expectation. Wow, that's really good, really helpful information. I hope that was helpful for you and less triggering than I feared it would be. And look at my hands. It's perfect. It's perfect. Okay, what next? Let's read The Maiden and the Castle. It sounds like the beginning of a fairy tale, which could be the beginning of an expectation that maybe was dashed. The Maiden, the Virgin, the Princess, the Innocent. What? This is on page 77. I want to cry. Okay. And yeah, when dark pretends, projects, denies, fantasizes. When light, curious, enchanting, sensual, full of vitality. Okay, it says, let me get in there. The maiden archetype is the epitome of innocent arousal, naive sensuality, and precarious purity. She is compelling and addictive because of her flawless and youthful glow. She's the first archetype in the trifecta of maiden, mother, crone, and rightfully so, because she has so much to learn. The maiden is perfectly positioned for trouble to come her way and subject her to a challenge that leads to the next phase of womanhood. She must grow up, yet hesitates at the threshold, enamored by the charms of youth. The maiden represents the side of us that is riveted and curious, drawn to shadowy forests, dark nights, and taking just one taste of poisonous fruit. Her magic is edgy and includes both shame and delight. Let yourself fall down the rabbit hole, young one. No, that gave me chills, like weirdly on my jaw. I don't know what the jaw correlates to astrologically, but physically it does mirror the sacral chakra once again. Okay. Yeah, it says, do you long to be rescued by another or receive a kiss that brings you back to life? Be wary of waiting for a prince. Break the spell of your own life. And it says, moving from the maiden to the mother is challenging, often leaving unresolved tensions between the two archetypes for years, if not a lifetime. Woo, yeah. Okay, let's see the castle. Interesting, the castle comes off after the empty room, which feels significant. It's something about like abandoning yourself. And I keep saying 48 and 49, or 12, 13. I'll say 11 and 13, or 11 and 12 a lot. More sequential energy. The palace, the penthouse, the fortress. It's no wonder fairy tales tell us of sleeping princesses within castle walls. Like most archetypes, the castle is loaded with duality. It represents abundant riches, seductive fantasy, ornate wonders, and lavish adornments. Yet the walls are thick, cold, and shadowy. This card points to a tendency to hold on to possessions, quite possibly a literal home, or position that projects the image of achievement, while the soul longs to run barefoot in the forest, leaving it all behind. At times we must settle down, yet the castle lulls us with its spell of materialism and we fall asleep to our deepest dreams. The castle can be a motivating force, an enchanting goal to travel toward, but it is best not to linger within its walls of decadent deception for too long. When light, visiting your throne of power, when dark, stuckness, depression, spells, walls. Wow. And then it says, go deeper. Rachel Whittered's house, Peter Bruegel's The Tower of Babel. I'm gonna put those below. Let me keep this in here so that as a bookmark. It says, I guess those are poems. 50-20 on the clock. Yeah. 50 is 5 and 20 is judgment, which is that awakening up out of the grave. It's that rebirth. It says, if this card appears with the king, the queen, or the maiden, know that you've entered into long-standing family dynamics that include property and power. Triggered! Oh my God, I was gonna say, these cards are incredibly similar in their duality. It says, notice how castles are designed to keep things out. They defend, they separate. It is likely there's a connection and community beyond its walls that will revitalize you. And that's what I was saying with the 3 of Pentacles. Dang, I hope you stay for the whole reading because it's fire. If you're still here, we need some princess emojis. We need some unicorn emojis. And then what do we need to balance it out? I feel like a little like sword or knife, and then like a rock, or like maybe some healthy fruit for our travels. Okay, let's read these ones now. We'll just do whatever one I come to first. I think might be right at the beginning. I used to get this one a lot. Yeah, ooh, beautiful. Infinite aspect of the soul. And again, these are all upright, so ooh, I'm gonna read the reverse meaning because yeah, this is good. It says, perhaps you are experiencing the pains of earthly life. That's the Queen of Pentacles and Devil card energy, because these tarot cards are all upright too. So stress, fear, trauma, jealousy, anger. You have gotten caught up in the day-to-day and lost touch with your greater connection to the universe. Have you forgotten that you are a child of the stars? Spend some time underneath the universe's curtain late at night and reconnect with the lost fragments of your soul. Patsy Cline, walking at midnight or walking after midnight, something like that. Yeah. You are stardust shaped as a human and filled with all the wonders of the cosmos. Open your eyes to the magic that exists around you and within you. And that's what I was getting with that 77 that we got twice, the crown chakra. It's like opening up to spirit. And this is also on page 25 and it's 52 on the clock. Yeah. I'm gonna read the upright because I think it'll feel good. Blessed soul. And yeah, we're getting, of course, we have Ace of Swords, or all that air energy, which is the crown. It's also like the throat, technically. The crown, I think, is actually ether rather than air, but to me, they're similar. And then the Queen of Pentacles, which is the earth. And that's like the castle energy. That's the maiden energy. This is earthly energy. But the duality with well, actually maybe the maiden's air energy, where it's like this fantasy and maybe disconnected from reality, and there's like it's not quite made real yet. Yeah. Okay, anyway, it says, blessed soul, you have now begun to see the glimpses of divinity that exist within you, and there's so much more to experience. You are filled with limitless potential and have realized that the only obstacles that exist are within the mind. You have reached a deeper connection to your higher self, the immortal aspect of your existence, the very seed of your soul, Atman. Your meditation has unveiled hidden depths to your true being and allowed you to experience the vastness that exists inside you. You have become aware that you are a microcosm of the greater macrocosm, a reflection of the universe. That's what I was saying with being fractals and how relationships hold up a mirror for us. Now bring this expansiveness into the everyday and watch your life unfold. Yeah, because it's like sometimes I read these I read, like, the blind spot cards can really get me feeling like, oh my God, like I have to do more, like I'm doing things wrong, like I really lost the plot. And there is an element of truth, like there is an element where we do need to do things to support us. But it's like, while simultaneously recognizing the perfection. 5505. That's where you really come into wholeness. Okay. There you are. Okay, the fiery dosha, powerful, strong-willed, and feisty pitta. We're going to read this upright. It says, fire and water are the two most powerful elements that can create and destroy anything. Together they create pitta, which is empowering you today. That's sacral and solar plexus. You are in a determined place in your life. You know what you want, and a fire has been set under your seat to achieve it. You are setting goals for yourself and focus on the task at hand. Perhaps this is the time to emerge as a leader and teach others your strength and wisdom. You are transforming the world with your actions. Just don't lose connection with the water within you, and remember to play. Beautiful. Page 33, we love. I don't know where this tapas card is, but I have a feeling it's around here. I really can't remember anything about this card. Oh yeah, maybe it's in the yoga. There you are. Self-discipline. This is big Saturn energy. Yes. Okay. Just deciding if I want to read the upright or... Okay. We're going to read the reversed. So it says, the difference between humans and animals is tapas, discipline. Though we have animalistic urges, we can train the mind to move beyond them toward a greater good for ourselves and for those around us. Discipline will mean different things for the different doshas at different times. For vatas, discipline will mean following through with the task at hand and seeing their vision to completion. For pittas, discipline will mean honoring the mind and body by resting when needed. That feels significant. For kaphas, discipline will mean committing to a movement and health regimen that makes them feel inspired. Ask yourself, where do I need more discipline? Am I seeing my visions to completion or starting new projects before finishing the ones that matter? Am I challenging myself too much or too little? Am I showing up for my personal, physical, and self-care practice every day? Yeah. Okay, now the final one, Bhuvaneshwari, where are you? There. Goddess of space and infinite possibilities. We're going to read this upright. You have learned the art of creating space and are experiencing the cosmos that exists inside of you. Bhuvaneshwari comes to you in deep meditation, in profound nature, in oceans and in silence. Her stillness guides you to enter deeper into the cosmic web of potentials that exist for you in the present moment. Continue making time for whatever brings you to a point of total stillness. That is where your true self resides. Know that you are not just part of the earth, but the earth is also part of you, and you are lovingly held by her presence. Stunning. Reminds me that last night I was sitting on the grass, and this message came through that when you are still, you can see the movement all around you. And it was this awareness of how becoming still in and of yourself allows you to see better because you are no longer part of the movement, and so you have more clarity and stability. And I'm just realizing I forgot to get this card, a card from this deck, and I did intend to. So there was a demonstration of how stillness lets you see. I thought I was still. Beautiful. Whoa, I feel like I feel like I don't often get this card. It's number 19, which is the Sun card in the tarot, which always feels exciting. And it's square and diagonal, generation. Ooh, which makes me feel like generation, like producing something, producing energy, like a generator, but it also makes me feel like generational trauma. We're gonna read this Sacred Star card, but I just want to get some letters because they keep looking at me. Ooh, we have, I thought we had rain, even though all I saw was R-I-E. Interesting. Ooh, we have my name. Maybe. Ooh, there is an N. We have Aaron. Ooh, we have 2 N's. We have 2 R's and a D. Makes me feel like errands, running errands. It's a lot of consonants again, a lot of closed energy, which is that Saturn energy. It's like getting shit done, which, yeah, errand energy. The only vowel we have is E and I, but then we also do have a blank one, 101 on the clock. Okay, let's read this because I really have to go pee. That was me dropping a bunch of cards. Let's see what we have. Ooh, Limitless Possibility, number 51, as well as 25, Garden of Venus, Rest and Renewal, and number 14, Drifter, Experiencing Life as It Comes. Those are the ones I can see without turning the other ones over. So, number 11. Okay, it says, your inner and outer scars are marks of your soul's courage. They are signs of strength and survival, of your willingness to be alive. The sacred scar speaks of that which once caused pain being transformed into higher knowledge and inner power. Trauma shall be transformed through spiritual initiation, leading you from woundedness to wisdom. You have nothing to be ashamed of. You can trust your healing process and in the hidden higher purpose behind things happening as they do. You are strong and you shall flourish on all levels. Aw, that's really nice. I literally don't have the bladder strength to read more of that, and I'm gonna drink more liquid. The irony. Okay, that's where I'm gonna leave it, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll link all that stuff down below. I already forget it though, so wish me luck.